depends on two factors. One is the mass of the body and other is the distribution of mass about given axis of rotation. If you change the position of axis of rotation, it's very obvious that distribution of mass has been changed, and because of that there will be change in moment of inertia of that body. Let us consider it's in a disk. We know that its moment of inertia about a central transverse axis is mr square by 2. Now instead of that, if I consider this disk is rotating about a tangent perpendicular to its plane, obviously its moment of inertia will be different, because about this central axis the mass is distributed is equally from the axis to the circumference, but for a transverse tangent the mass is distributed to one side of the tangent only. Therefore distances of masses from the transverse tangent is more than the distance of masses from the central axis, and hence the moment of inertia about the tangent will be more than that of the moment of inertia about the central axis. This is the logic. But actually, if one knows the moment of inertia about one of the axes, he is able to find out the moment of inertia about the another axis by making use of two theorems. One is theorem of perpendicular axes and other is the theorem of parallel axes. Here we will see what is the principle of or theorem of parallel axes. For that again we will consider a rigid body. This is any arbitrary point O of a rigid body. The axis which passes through any of these arbitrary points O is as shown. Let us consider C is the center of mass of this rigid body. A parallel axis passing through center of mass will be as shown. Let the distance between the parallel axes is equal to h. If moment of inertia of rigid body about either of the two axes is known to us, we are able to find out moment of inertia about another axis. For that what we will do, we will consider a point P of the rigid body. How is the point P? The point P is such that at which the mass element of the rigid body is situated, like it is dm. The element of the mass dm is at point P. Now I will join this. It will be distance OP, this will be the distance CP. Draw perpendicular from P. Let the foot of the perpendicular will be D. From the geometry of the figure, it's very clear that moment of inertia of this rigid body about an axis passing through O is OP square dm integration. Product of mass and square of the distance for one element, and for total rigid body it is integration of OP square dm. Moment of inertia of this rigid body about an axis passing through C is integration Cp square dm. It is again a product of mass and square of the distance. For one element and for total rigid body, it is integration Cp square dm. Now, it's a perpendicular, therefore this is a right angle. In right angle triangle, ODP, in triangle ODP, in triangle ODP, by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. Therefore, I will write it as OP square is equal to OD square plus PD square. OD square plus PD square. But this OD is of two line segment OC plus CD. Therefore, OP square is equal to OC plus CD whole square plus PD square. Therefore, I will write this as OP square is equal to, it is of the form A plus B whole square. Therefore, OC square plus 2OC dot CD plus CD square plus PD square. In this right angle triangle, small right angle triangle, CD square plus PD square, base square plus height square is equal to CP square. Therefore, CD square plus PD square is CP square. Therefore, I will write OP square is equal to OC square plus 2OC dot CD plus CP square. Hence, I will write integration of OP square is equal to OP square dm is equal to integration OC square dm plus integration 2OC dot CD dm plus integration CP square dm. OC, it is distance between the two parallel axes which is equal to h, will be constant. Therefore, integration OP square dm is IO. Therefore, IO is equal to h square integration dm plus 0 plus integration Cp square dm is IC. This integration OC dot CD dm equal to 0. Why? The reason is the product of distance and mass is the moment of mass, and moment of mass about the center of mass is 0. About center of mass R into dm is equal to 0 for about center of mass. Therefore, this will be 0, and hence at last we will get IO is equal to this IC plus integration of dm is the total mass plus mh square. This is the mathematical equation for the theorem of parallel axes. What this theorem of parallel axes says that the moment of inertia of a rigid body about any of its axes is equal to sum of its moment of inertia about a parallel axis passing through center of mass and product of mass of the body and square of the distance between the parallel axes. Thus, knowing either IC or IO, we are able to find the rest one. This is how to find out moment of inertia if it is known about one axis. We can find out for another parallel axis. This is the principle of parallel axes. Thank you.